are going to discuss the topic of moment of inertia. So one of the most significant and important topics as far as the entrance exams are concerned, whether they are the entrance exam at the UG level like that BTech, medical, etc., or any other entrance exam at PG level like GATE or IAS, etc. This subject is having utmost important. This topic is having utmost important, and also it is very important as far as the chapter of rotational dynamics is concerned. So what is the significance of this? Let us study first. And before this, let me remind you that if you like this, then please share and subscribe to my channel and ask any questions if you have by writing in the comment box. So what is the moment of inertia first? What is inertia? You all are familiar with inertia, a body which is having stationary state. So it cannot move until you apply a force on it which can overcome the inertia of the body. So that is called the static inertia, Newton's law. And a body which is moving, suppose you have a football and that is moving on the ground, so its speed will be reduced after some time. The reason behind this is friction. तो अगर friction नहीं होगा, then what will happen? The speed of the body will not going to be changed. It will keep on moving with same speed. If you have to speed it down or speed it up, then you will have to apply the force in opposite direction or same direction. तो अगर आपको उसको रोकना है, then you will have to apply a force which is more than the kinetic energy it has got. Means you have to do work more than, you have to do the work on the body by applying a force on it, and that work should be more than the energy possessed by the body. And because it is moving on a level floor, so kinetic energy we are considering, there is no change in potential energy. So inertia force which you have to overcome, that depends upon the energy which it is having. So work done by you, that is force into the displacement. Displacement here is negligible, very small. So inertia here is measured in terms of energy. It is having the kinetic energy. So this is the concept of inertia. And what is moment of inertia? तो उसके लिए क्या होगा? I will have to give you the example of rotational motion. Suppose we have this disk. This is the axis of the center, and it is fixed about an axis passing through its center of mass. Axis is horizontal. अब आपको क्या करना है? You have to start this into rotation. So how can you do this? How can the rotation be started? You will have to apply a force along the circumference of this. You can start it by hand. You can start it by wrapping a thread around it. कोई रस्सी लपेट लो इस पे, उसको पकड़ के खींचो, then the motion can start. Some of you must have seen, those who belong to the villages, कि विंटर्स के केस में, सर्दी में ट्रैक्टर को कैसे स्टार्ट किया जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड क्रैंक स्टार्टिंग, क्रैंकिंग. एक रॉड होती है, क्रैंक रॉड, और क्रैंक बोलते हैं सिंपल उसको. वो इंजन में इंसर्ट करके उसको ऐसे पकड़ के घुमाया जाता है. इसी तरह से हम जो बड़े डीजल जेनसेट्स होते हैं जिसको बटन से स्टार्ट नहीं करते हैं, उसको स्टार्ट करते हैं बाय क्रैंकिंग इट. मतलब आपको उसके इंजन को रोटेट करना है. जो छोटे इंजन होते हैं उसमें ये काम कैसे होता है? बाय बर्निंग ऑफ द फ्यूल थ्रू दी स्पार्क प्लग और बाय कंप्रेसिंग द फ्यूल इन केस ऑफ डीजल एंड पेट्रोल. तो वो जो स्टार्ट करने का मेथड है, दैट इज बाय क्रैंकिंग. तो क्रैंक से हम उसको स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो सेम प्रोसीजर इज हेयर. एक धागा लपेटो इस पे रस्सी और इसको ऐसे खींचो. सो यू आर अप्लाइंग द फोर्स. इफ यू कंपेयर दिस विद दिस केस, ए बॉडी इज लाइंग ऑन द ग्राउंड और इसको आपको मूव कराना है, सो यू हैव टू अप्लाई द फोर्स. इफ दिस फोर्स इज मोर देन इट्स इनर्शिया, द बॉडी विल स्टार्ट टू move, set into motion. And here we apply F equal to m into a. F is proportional to a. M is the constant of proportionality known as mass of the body. And here what this force is doing about this point at a distance r. This is applying a torque about this point. In general, we can write torque is R cross F, vector product, or I can write tau is RF sin theta. Theta is this angle, here it is 90 degree, तो torque maximum होगा R into F. तो यहाँ पे जो हम टॉर्क लगाते हैं वो रोटेशन मोशन इसका स्टार्ट कर सकता है if it is more than inertia, and this starts the linear motion. Body moves with an acceleration a. Here torque is proportional to alpha. This is angular acceleration. This is linear acceleration. So here the proportionality constant is I, the moment of inertia. तो जो रोल मास प्ले करता है इन केस ऑफ लीनियर मोशन, सेम रोल इज प्लेड बाय द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इन रोटेशनल मोशन. तो ये तो होगी इसकी एनालॉजी. नाउ व्हाट एक्चुअली इज दिस? इफ द बॉडी इज रोटेटिंग अबाउट एन एक्सिस, सपोज दिस इज द एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन, इसके ऊपर आपने एक टॉर्क लगाया और ये इस एक्सिस के अबाउट घूमना शुरू करती है. Mass of the body is m, so it can be assumed that this is made of very small masses, continuous, and any such mass dm is at a distance r from this axis of rotation, perpendicular distance. So moment of inertia of this mass dm about this axis is r square into dm. Total moment of inertia of the body is integral of di integral r square of dm. This is how we define the moment of inertia. So I can write that moment of inertia of a single particle about this axis, mass is m r square. And if you have a continuous body, then you will have to add up the moment of inertia of all such particles of which the body is composed of. तो ये तो हुआ moment of inertia. Now if you have a body, suppose we have a disk, uniform circular disk. It is having rotation motion about this axis. The radius of this is r. The mass of this is m. So we can find what is the moment of inertia. This we will be doing now. Before this, let me tell you one thing. Suppose I take some part of it out, this portion is taken out, and it is subjected to same motion about this axis. Suppose it is having mass which is n times of the total mass, but radius is same. And you will find later on, we will prove that the moment of inertia of this disk about this axis is half mr square. It is passing through the centroid, center of mass of the disk, perpendicular to its plane. And in this case, the moment of inertia about this I dash is half m by n into r square, I divided by n. So it will be 1 by n times, but the formula will be same. So if you have a symmetrical body, चाहे वो डिस्क है और वो कोई प्लेन बॉडी लाइक रेक्टेंगल, स्क्वायर, ट्राइंगल, कुछ भी है, अगर आप उसको इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते हो, then in that case the moment of inertia will be divided in the same proportion. After that, let us discuss what are the basic theorems of the moment of inertia, and let me tell you about one more thing that is called as the radius of gyration. The moment of inertia of a body about an axis is given by m into k square. K is the radius of gyration. What is this? Suppose we have this body. it is having rotation about this axis. Axis can change its position. Axis can be this, axis can be here. So I will give you an example. Suppose we have a sphere and इसके सेंटर से पास होने वाली जो एक्सिस है उसके अबाउट हमने रोटेट करना है. तो रोटेशन किस चीज़ के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है? रोटेशन when it will be easy to rotate and when it will be difficult to rotate but easy to stop or difficult to stop. So this depends upon distribution, and moment of inertia, remember, also depends upon distribution of mass around the circumference. MOI depends upon mass distribution around the circumference. जितना ज़्यादा मास एक्सिस से दूर होगा, मीन्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अराउंड द सर्कमफेरेंस, द बॉडी इज हैविंग हायर वैल्यू ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. और जितना ज़्यादा मास उसके जो एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन है उसके पास होगा, इट इज़ हैविंग लोअर वैल्यू ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. तो अगर एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए सिंपल कि वी हैव ए डिस्क एंड this is solid disk and same mass and same radius is made in this form, जैसे wheels होते हैं, such that the whole mass is approximately near the circumference. ये spokes हैं इसमें, and this is a plain disk. Mass m, radius r, here mass m, radius is, outside radius is r, thickness is very small. Then out of these two, इफ़ आई आस्क यू ए क्वेश्चन कि आप इसमें से अपनी गाड़ी में किसको लगाना प्रेफर करेंगे, द सॉलिड वन और द वन एज इन द सेकेंड केस, आंसर इज दिस. किसी भी गाड़ी में ऐसे व्हील लगते हैं, ऐसे नहीं लगते हैं. द रीज़न, क्या रीज़न है इसका? दिस इज हैविंग मोर वैल्यू ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ रोटेशन इज हाफ ओमेगा स्क्वायर, डिपेंड्स अपॉन मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. जितना ज़्यादा होगा उतनी ज़्यादा होगी. So in this case moment of inertia is higher as in this case. तो अगर मैं इसको ऐसे रोटेट करता हूँ स्फीयर को, its moment of inertia about this axis you can find easily, it is 2/5 mr square. Now अब मैं इसको इस एक्सिस के अबाउट घुमाऊँ सारे के, तो इसके अबाउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया क्या होगा? ये है I about this axis. Here suppose this is I1, we will have to apply the theorem, parallel axis theorem, 7/5 mr square. So it is more. इसके अबाउट इनर्शिया ज़्यादा हो जाता है. तो अगर आप इसको घुमाएंगे then you will find that it will keep on rotating for a longer period. That's why the mass is distributed near the circumference to increase the moment of inertia. दूसरी एक और बात है कि अगर मास को एक्सिस के परपेंडिकुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाए तो उस मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया चेंज नहीं होता. सपोज वी हैव ए डिस्क हियर, तो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया होगा हाफ mr स्क्वायर. अगर हम ऐसी डिस्क ऐड करते जाते हैं, टोटल मास डज नॉट चेंज, इट बिकम्स अ सिलेंडर, मीन्स मास इज एडेड परपेंडिकुलर टू द एक्सिस, then moment of inertia remains same. But if mass is distributed away from axis or it is brought near the axis, then it will change. तो ये तो बेसिक चीज़ है moment of inertia से related. Now let us discuss how to find the moment of inertia in different cases. So here also we will discuss it for the linear bodies, जिसमें कि हम मास को assume करते हैं it is distributed at a constant rate, like a rod, one dimensional body. Two dimensional means planar bodies, lamina, mass per unit area, and three dimensional means solid like a sphere, where we measure mass per unit volume. But we assume that the bodies are continuous, not discrete. In case of discrete bodies kept at different points, उसमें भी हम moment of inertia calculate करते हैं in the same way. Suppose I have a rod of uniform mass density, this may be non-uniform also, और इसका moment of inertia हमने निकालना है about an axis passing through its center of mass. O is the center of mass of this. So we have to find the moment of inertia of this. So it is very easy, and before this let me tell you about the basic theorem of this moment of inertia. There are two theorems. One is perpendicular axis theorem, other is parallel axis theorem. So this is a body and this is center of mass C. So moment of inertia about this is known. Then you can find the moment of inertia about any axis which is either passing through the body or not passing through the body, maybe outside. So, but one axis should be passing through the center of mass. It is necessary condition. ये इसके through pass होनी चाहिए. तो I about A is equal to I about C plus m r square. This is the distance between the two. These axes are parallel to each other. M is the mass of the body. And remember that this theorem is applied to solid bodies. Can be applied to plane bodies also. Second is perpendicular axis theorem. This is applied only to the plane body, not to the solid bodies. If you have this body plane, then we have two axes which are perpendicular to each other and lying in the plane of this body. Then we have a third axis which is perpendicular to these two, passing through their point of intersection z axis. तो इसका जो moment of inertia होगा of this plane body about z axis, Iz is the sum of x and y axis. So this is applicable only to the planar bodies, not the solid bodies. Now come back to this. तो हम क्या करते हैं, यहाँ पे एक इसका small element ले लेते हैं. We will find the moment of inertia of that small element and add for the whole rod. ये distance है यहाँ से x and its breadth is dx. So mass density is given by m divided by L. This is lambda. M is the mass of the rod and L is the length of the rod. So what is the mass of the small element dm? Lambda into dx. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through O, this axis perpendicular to this rod. This is dm into x square. Total moment of inertia is integral of this. Put the value. And limits are varying from, this is origin, so minus L by 2 to plus L by 2, and this being an even function, so I can write twice of 0 to L by 2. M by L is a constant, so 2m by L x cube by 3. So this is ml square divided by 12. This is the moment of inertia of the rod. तो अगर मैं इसको लिखता हूँ m into k square. K is the radius of gyration, so k is L by root 12. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि इफेक्टिवली जो मास है रॉड का दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एट ए डिस्टेंस k. तो अगर हम इस सारे को रिप्लेस कर देते हैं, इस मास को यहाँ पे रख देते हैं एंड सेम ऑन दिस साइड, दिस इज सिंपली ए मासलेस रॉड जिससे हमने मासेस को ज्वाइन किया हुआ है और मास के डिस्टेंस पे सेंटर एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन से है. तो जितना टॉर्क लगाने पे इसमें एंगुलर स्पीड प्रोड्यूस होती है, here also I will have to apply the same torque for the same motion of this. This is called radius of gyration. मतलब अगर हमारे पास कोई ये बॉडी है, this is the axis, इसके अबाउट रोटेशन होता है. अब अगर मैं क्या करता हूँ कि इस मास को सारे को इस छोटे से स्पेस में ले आता हूँ and keep it at a distance k from this, mass is m, same was here. तो इसका जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया होगा इसमें that will be same, m into k square. This is how we define the radius of gyration. So this is the first case. After this we can find the moment of inertia of a rectangular plate about a line which is parallel to an edge and passing through the center. This is a lamina plate जिसको हम बोलते हैं. The length and breadth of this are, this is A and this is B. तो इसका मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया हमने निकालना है about this axis A passing through its center of mass. तो हम क्या करेंगे, we will distribute this into small elements and here we define mass per unit area. M is the mass of this plate, the mass of this small element, mass per unit area. Sigma is mass density into dA. dA is this area. This distance is x along the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. The breadth is dx. So area is b dx, sigma into b dx. Sigma is m by ab. So dm is m by ab b dx. B is cancelled. What is the moment of inertia of this? Di is equal to dm into x square. So I is integral of this. Put the value. Dm is m by a dx and x is varying from minus a by 2 to a by 2. X cube by 3 twice 0 to a by 2 by the property of integration. 2a by 3m a cube by 8. This is equal to m a square by 12. Similarly, the moment of inertia, this is about this axis, y-axis, Iy. Similarly, we can write Ix, not this axis. This is about y-axis. Suppose we have another axis, this axis. Let this axis be 1, 1. तो इसके अबाउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया होगा, उसमें मैं ऐसे एलिमेंट लूँगा, it will be mb square by 12 in the same way, and moment of inertia about the axis passing through O and perpendicular to both, like this. By applying the parallel axis theorem, I1 plus Iy m by 12 a square plus b square. Similarly, you can find moment of inertia about any axis. You can find this about an axis passing through its corner like this. In that case, suppose we have the axis through this is axis 2. So I have found the moment of inertia about the axis O, which is perpendicular to these two passing through O. It is difficult to show it like this, but assume this axis is perpendicular to plane passing through intersection of these two axes, and this axis 2 is also perpendicular to this plane coming out, so it is parallel to this axis. So I have to apply the parallel axis theorem. So I2 is IO plus m into r square. What is r? Distance between the two axes. So this is b by 2, this is a by 2. So r is under root of a by 2 whole square plus b by 2 whole square. So this is m by 12 a square plus b square plus m a square plus b square divided by 4. So this way you can find the moment of inertia about different axes. Now we can find the moment of inertia for a uniform circular plate, then we will do this for a uniform circular ring, then for a cylinder, sphere, hemisphere, shell, etc. in the next discussion. So this is all for this discussion. Thank you very much, and again I would like to repeat, if you like it then please share and subscribe, and if you have any question ask me by writing in the comment box. Thank you.